Hello, hello. Where is everyone joining from? Where are you located?
Ray, I'm here in Austin, Texas.
I know you're 10 feet away from me. Madison, Wisconsin. Nice. I feel like it's freezing up there right now. Yes, like really cold, like super duper cold. For context, I think like 60 is freezing. So, oh no. I hope you're staying warm, Carol. I hope you're staying warm. Quick icebreaker question, and I know we'll probably get started in like 2 minutes. We joined a tad bit late with some technical difficulties. Quick icebreaker question. I have two actually. For those who celebrate Christmas, are you a fake tree person, a real tree person, or a combo of both? And since it's like December 12th-ish, how many of you are done with Christmas shopping or almost done with Christmas shopping? At what percentage? What's the percentage of your Christmas shopping that you have done? I'm like 90% done. My wife and I, we get to it. We're almost done. 30? Oh, you got 2 weeks. Oh, shopping is done. Oh, wait. Fake tree, about 30% shopping done. Got it. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm like a good 90, about 90% done. There's a few things that we have to get. One more thing for my father-in-law, and I think one more thing for my mother-in-law. I think that would be it. Everybody else is done. We'll give this about 6 more seconds and then we'll get started, everyone. Awesome. Let me go ahead and share my screen if that's okay. Let me know when my screen has popped up. Should say Concord new product features. Looking good? Or am I sharing the wrong one?
We cannot see you're sharing Zoom.
I'm sharing Zoom. Look up, sharing the wrong one. Sorry. Here we go. What about now? Are we live at 5?
We're good. We're live at five.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this lovely webinar today. My name is Ray Roberts, one of your customer success managers at Concord, and we have our head of customer success, our fearless leader, aka Hefe Benji Orlansky, joining me on this call. We're so excited to show you guys some new features that we've worked on and a few things that we have coming in the future. Quick agenda for this roadmap today. We'll go over our new features, as I just mentioned, which is automatic workflows, agreement categorization, and some more AI things that it's pulling. We'll go over a demo of each of those, and of course, chat about what we have coming next. Awesome. Let's talk about automatic workflows. So, workflows are like if then statements, right? To kind of help automate your workflow. If X, then Y would happen, right? So, this feature will save you time, it'll produce consistency, and also reduce that human error, which can naturally happen in a new software. And let's jump in so I can show you what that looks like. Let me know when you can see kind of my Concord screen. Looking good? Perfect. So on the far left-hand side, you'll see that lightning bolt icon where it says automations. Once you click on automations, you'll see a drop-down menu, which I'm sure all of you all know, and then we'll go to workflows. So as I mentioned before, workflows are if-then statements just to help streamline how you're using Concord. You'll see I have two examples made already. So we'll go over those just so you can see them, and then I'll show you a small walkthrough as far as how to create them. So here's one. I just have Greg T-shirt property, right? And the description I have, if third party is dunder, then add Greg T-shirt property. So I have built a property that's just simply called Greg T-shirt, right? So when a third party on a contract is Dunder Mifflin, right? Then add the party, which is contractor, and it's a single select drop down menu, and have it be Greg's Saint t-shirts. Based off of the actions that we have now on properties, you'll see that it's only three right now. We may be building out more in the future, given the feedback from you all. You'll see a then statement is invite to review and also move to a folder. So depending on what folders you have, if you would like one of the action items to be, if it's on a certain date, if it's a certain property, if it's a document type, right, then you can move that document automatically to a folder, which is also really, really cool. And I also would like to highlight with workflows at the moment, it will only be for new documents that enter the system, right? So once you've built that workflow first, once it is built and new documents fit the workflow criteria, that is when that workflow will kick in and do all the things to those documents. If you currently already have documents sitting in your inbox or on your homepage, right, depending on where they are, the workflow will not work for documents that are already there that may fit that description. That is something that we hopefully plan on building out in the future. And let's talk about creating a said workflow. It's very simple. As you can see, I just click create workflow in the top right-hand corner. I can name it whatever it is I want. I can add whatever description it is I want, and I can simply select a said property. I can choose a document type, an effective date, any third party involved on that document, right? And depending on what the then statement is, I can simply choose one of the three. That is workflows, what we have so far. Any questions?
Well, just a call out what Ray was saying about this helping reduce human error and produce consistency. We've been talking a lot in these webinars and in our conversations with you and our customers a lot lately about things like folder structure and custom properties. And a lot of times you may have internal policies, internal rules to apply a custom property to documents of a certain type, or hey, when this happens, move, these kind of docs need to go into this folder. The workflows here just kind of help make sure that your most important actions happen every time, no matter what. So we're not forcing somebody to look at a list of company policies as to how they handle documents. You just build that out in your workflows and it'll just happen automatically. One other thing that's really nice about this is you'll notice when you click down on those expressions, a lot of these expressions that you see are fields that get pulled by Concord's AI extraction. And so a lot of these workflows will run automatically. So things like document type, agreement category, third parties, we'll just scan the doc for you, tell you which agreement category, which third party is affiliated with the document, and then it'll run according to your workflows if there's a new document, as Ray said. So this is a lot of automation that's coming in here. There's a lot of opportunity with this feature in terms of for future development, and we're really excited to get your feedback on it because I think this addresses a lot of issues that folks have been raising.
For sure. Thank you, Vinci. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, guys, he's Hefe for a reason. He's Hefe for a reason. Awesome. We also have agreement categorization, which is really cool. So we have agreement category and document type. This feature here just helps you organize your documents. It also drives actionable reporting and it declutters your workspace. I'll show you an example of that I have on this document. It's just a test document that I pulled up. And of course, on the far right-hand side, we have the document summary button. And as you can see, we have agreement category and document type, right? So the AI is telling us that this is a supplier agreement, which is really, really cool. And of course, we have multiple options on here that the AI will automatically pull and tell you what that type of document is. And then we also have document type, which you can simply choose. This is an invoice, right? This is a change order, something that's very, very, very straightforward, right? So these are two new features that we have released, and it'll just help you organize your workplace, organize your inbox, and also help reporting as well. Any questions on this new feature here?
Again, I'll kind of double tap on this a little bit. So You could be forgiven on this call if you're asking what's the difference between an agreement category and a document type, because this has been something we need to clarify internally. But if you look at those drop down options, it becomes a little bit clearer. So actually, Ray, click on the document type first. So
Oh,
document
sure.
type would be, think of it as just like what is this document objectively categorized as? So like if you were just to look at a stack of these documents, what would an objective third party call this document? What is its function? Its function is a proposal, it's a receipt, it's an invoice, it's an SLA, it's a determination letter. This is just kind of what the template of this document would be. What is the document type? The agreement category is more like what function does it serve us internally as a business? So this is an invoice that serves as corporate governance. Think of this as like which teams are going to be paying attention to this document, which teams need access to this document, what purpose does it serve for us internally as a document. So you can really think of them as serving two slightly different functions, right? So the document type will just tell us like how many invoices do we have, but that won't necessarily tell you which direction those invoices are going, right? So we being invoiced for this, there's an invoice that we've sent to somebody else. The agreement category would help you kind of think about, Ray, clicking down, like what are all of my supplier agreements? What do we owe? I could filter down based on that. So they work in tandem. They're not mutually exclusive, but they do really kind of address two slightly different problems and different ways to organize your documents within Concord.
Awesome. Any questions about document type and agreement category? Going once, twice. Boom, sold. Next slide. And last but not least, more AI extracted fields. So of course, previously you knew that our AI is pulling the description, the parties involved, and lifecycle details of that document, right? Now we are also pulling the agreement category and also total agreement value that may be on that document. So if I open this one here, I'll just open just this test NDA I'll have. I'm going to run AI and extract that key data on this document. So you can see it is still pulling everything previously, like the document type as mentioned before, the parties involved, just description, lifecycle details. But now you will see our AI will populate the agreement category of this document and any key terms, which at the moment is total agreement value, that also may be on this contract. Perfect. Boom. As you can see, the agreement category is an NDA. Boom, pulled an NDA. The parties involved is Ray's T-shirts. It is true. It is a non-disclosure agreement description of YoMath Collabs and Ray's T-shirts. And life cycle details, there isn't any life cycle details on this document, so those did not get pulled because it doesn't exist. However, at the bottom, you see $20,000 key term that is on that document, which is really, 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 really cool. So that is what our AI is now pulling. And on top of that, if I were to go to our homepage or inbox, depending on the description you use, you can now highlight all of those documents that you may have and extract all of that data or run AI on all of the documents at one time to get that metadata automatically on all of your contracts versus opening them one by one to then extract that data. So awesome feature, really, really cool. I have a few clients in my book of business who really, really love it. So if you're interested, please contact your CSM to learn more. Really, really cool feature. Any questions about the AI, the new metadata it's pulling? Any questions at all? Going once, twice.
That was kind of
Oh,
a secret additional feature here because I don't think we were able to properly demo the bulk extraction the last time we did one. So that you'll see that is now live in your account if you have the AI feature as part of your subscription.
yes, it is. It is live right now, folks. Right now. Awesome. And we'll have Benji Orlansky, our fearless leader, talk about our roadmap.
Okay, so we're just talking about what we're working on for December and January, and obviously we've got a lot we're wrapping up the year here at Concord, planning what is coming for all of next year and giving a little bit more visibility into what's coming Q1 and Q2. But we can show you what's already happening. So you've already seen, this is December, so some of this has already happened. The AI-based automated extraction of doc type and financial terms, that's already there. Automation workflows, that's already there. Bulk ingest, import, apply of properties. That is a slightly different thing where as part of new document uploads, or new bulk imports, you can apply custom properties. So you've already set up custom properties within Concord. Those can be applied to new documents as you're bringing them in as part of that import, which will help you get a lot more clean metadata on your docs as you bring them in. Custom AI extraction. So Ray showed you all the cool stuff that AI is currently automatically out of the box pulling. But if you've got some custom properties or some information that you want to train our AI model to extract for you specifically, that's something we're working on. This is via professional services. This would be a custom work that you would facilitate through your CSM with our development team. But that's the vision for this long term, is we want this to do this not just to do what Concord thinks is important, but what you think is important for your documents as well. So if you want some data to be pulled in a custom way from your docs, just let us know. We can start that conversation. Intake forms and workflow. We'll talk about that a tiny bit more in the next slide, but this is a really commonly requested feature that we've been hearing about for a long time. But basically, we want to create a way for commonly generated documents from multiple people throughout the team to have a quick and easy way to set those up. So I fill out an intake form with some basic information about the document I want to send out. Think about like a sales team sending out a sales contract, or a new employment contract getting sent out by the HR team. I just need to put in some basic data. I don't need to like create a template or edit anything live, but I put in some data and the document just get automatically generated. That's what we're looking to build with the intake forms coming in Q1. Metadata-based reporting. This is one of the biggest bits of work that we are focusing on for all of next year. But like I said earlier, all this information we've been putting in through custom properties that you're generating, all this metadata that AI is pulling, we want you to be able to really use that, and not just from a filtering and looking at an individual contract standpoint, but to look at your overall business in aggregate, and not just from exporting into Excel and running pivot tables, but to use Concord as your home base to actually look at reporting and dashboards. So a lot of work next year is going there. And then supporting custom properties in HubSpot, that's a pretty black and white issue there, but basically expanding our HubSpot integration to be able to work with more different ways that people use HubSpot.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Benji.
Yeah.
Any questions? Sweet. And what we're working on next?
Yeah, so in the immediate, what we're kind of working on this sprint, and by sprint I mean 2-week periods where our engineering team really focuses on building specific things. What is coming up for the next couple of months? Number one, a user type custom property. So again, we've talked a lot about custom properties. One that we're rolling out is a user type, which is going to be an internal drop down of all of your internal users that you can apply to documents. So if you want to basically tag a user within your organization to a document, you can do that as a custom property with this new feature. Improved AI accuracy. This is something that we are always going to be working on, but this is really important information that we're pulling from your docs. This is kind of crucial lifeline info for your business, and so we know we got to get it right whenever we're trusting our robot friends to pull information from your documents. And so we're going to be completely retraining our models, improving AI accuracy, shooting to get solidly above 95% on our AI data pulls, so that you can trust what is being pulled from your docs. And then lastly, intake forms. That's what I had just mentioned, but again, giving your individual users across your organization fast and easy ways to generate documents that can get sent out for a variety of purposes.
Awesome. That is all that we have today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this lovely, lovely webinar to go over our new features that we built and a sneak peeks of some things that we have on the way. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact support@concord.app or your lovely customer success manager. Thank you guys so much. Happy holidays, enjoy, and